And in Brooklyn, the Masbia Soup Kitchen is offering free meals. The organization's really making a push to get the word out to federal workers. Volunteers have been handing out flyers around the city to make sure every federal employee who is in need knows that there's a place where they can get a warm meal and not have to pay for it. Alexander Rapaport is the executive director of Masbia Soup Kitchen. He joins me now from their Midwood location. Good to have you with us, and thank you for doing this. Are you seeing federal workers responding to this?
Yes. We have since Monday put out lots of leaflets all over. We went to the airports and different government buildings, giving out information for people to know what our hours are. And we have 3 locations throughout the city, so they can come whenever they feel they have a need. And we have already seen since Monday, every day, new faces, people coming and getting free food.
And what are those federal workers telling you? This is for some of them not a situation they've been in. They've had stable federal jobs.
Exactly. It is very hard for a person to go from having a regular paycheck to then bring themselves, make peace with the idea to go to a charity and get food. So it's a very sad situation, but for us, we're trying to make it as comfortable as possible for them to make that transition, to be at peace with the idea to come. You could negotiate with your landlord that you'll pay rent later, but you cannot negotiate with your stomach. You got to feed your stomach. So we're here to make sure that people have the food they need.
We talked to some of your volunteers. Julie LaRosa is one of them. Here's what she said about what Masbia is doing for federal workers and for others that they serve every week.
The elderly people are the ones that need it the most because they're here the most. Now, within the past week, I've seen younger people too, more than the usual, because of what's going on in this world, and they're not getting anything, and they come here for us to subsidize.
Alexander, final question for you. Is it frustrating that you've got resources going to federal workers when there are other people in need that you could be serving, or are you able to serve all of them this week?
Yes, we have a kind of bring it on approach where we're ready to take on whatever the need is. Sometimes it's a natural disaster, sometimes it's man-made. We remember Hurricane Sandy, we did a lot to help people. And now in this situation, we just want to make sure that people know that we're out there, and we will try to do what we can to make sure that our supplies keep up. And obviously people are helping out. And you know what's even more interesting? Some people who are furloughed actually came to volunteer. So it's kind of, we try to do it. We try to be the vessel to bring help to people. Some people contribute, some people volunteer, and some people need the help. And we bring them all together and try to make people happy and try to give people sustenance.
Good to have you share your story with us this morning. Thank you, Alexander Rapaport, the executive director at the Masbia Soup Kitchen.